Well, hi everybody. Old Guy here, and the book today is Ape House by Sarah Green, and apologize for that, but I'm still trying to get these camera settings set up, and my squeaky chair is here as usual. I sort of know Sarah Green. We were in the same writers group, which was called Backspace, that was run by Karen Dion, who a lot of you may know from her novel, The Marsh King's Daughter, which I think is a movie now, too. Sarah and I would pass notes every once in a while, but nothing too involved, and I always found her advice cogent and usable, unlike mine to her. As evidence, she broke out with Like Water for Elephants, which is a rather decent read and a rather decent movie. I have not broken out with anything except Poison Ivy.
That's Poison Ivy, and that's Poison Ivy.
So whenever I run across a Sarah Green novel, I pick it up, and I have a few that I've yet to read, but I did read this one, and
it's all right.
Not that I didn't enjoy this novel, I did, but it has some events and elements that simply don't ring true. For instance, the main premise of the book is that a group of bonobos trained in American Sign Language and who can communicate on pretty much a third grade level are shanghaied into a reality show where people get to watch them 24 hours a day, residing in a regular house filled with toys and computers.
It's a madhouse!
Don't most zoos have 24-hour cameras on their ape habitats?
Smile.
And I don't see people going wild over them as they do in this book. Bar televisions are tuned to the Ape House channel, and throngs of bar goers are watching. They're fascinated. Really? Isn't there a game on?
You damn dirty ape!
But more of a premise that truly lost me was that an evil corporation, what other kind are there, run by a former porn movie mogul would connive and scrape and commit severe crimes to get the bonobos on a paid subscription service.
Objection! Sustained!
Would you pay to watch apes order pizza on the computer? Might be fun a couple of times, but certainly not worth your entire evening.
Yeah, me Tarzan, you Jane.
But see, the evil corporation is banking on something else, that more people will tune in to watch the bonobos have sex.
On this planet, it's easy.
Which they do at every given opportunity.
It's all about sex, sex.
Yeah.
So, do you want to pay a premium subscription service to watch apes boinking?
You need therapy, you know that?
But let's just accept it as is and all the machinations involved. Isabel Duncan is a researcher at the Great Ape Language Lab and has developed a special and somewhat intimate, not that kind of intimate, relationship with the 6 bonobos.
Deviants? Well, the couple we were dating sure didn't seem to think so.
Who know American Sign Language and can communicate with it. Turns out the bonobos aren't all that terribly different from humans in the things they enjoy.
Some apes, it seems, are more equal than others.
Like sex, and games, and sex, and pizza, and tiffs, and sex, and you get the idea.
Sex, sex, sex.
The conversations between them are just downright delightful, and you're going to like this crew of apes. They are a lot of fun.
Tarzan.
But one day, a radical animal rights group blows up the lab, almost killing Isabel and allowing the bonobos to escape into a nearby forest where they are tranquilized by local authorities and thrown in the back of a truck and disappear.
I suspect conspiracy.
A second, I really should put these on, shouldn't I? So I can see what I'm doing. Better. While Isabel recovers from quite serious wounds, she searches for the bonobos, but they're in the wind. Suddenly, though, what do you know, there appears a TV show called Ape House, and it's her bonobos, living in a house in some scurvy New Mexico town, and you get to watch their antics for a fee. Now, is this something a radical animal rights group would do? And, well, no, and it's pretty obvious someone on the inside of the language lab had to have arranged all this, and it is patently obvious who that person is, but Isabel doesn't figure it out until the end of the book, when you figured it out at about page 5.
The science of deduction.
Isabel may be a great judge of apes, but not of humans.
Not too bright, though.
Superimposed over all of this is the domestic issues of a reporter named John Thigpen and his novelist wife, Amanda. Thigpen has an initial contact with Isabel at the language lab, and you really don't know what his purpose is until far into the book when he assists Isabel in finding the apes, which isn't really a mystery where they are, and discovering how this whole thing happened, which is no mystery at all.
Oh, Cornelius has developed the most brilliant hypothesis.
Amanda is in throes of self-doubt because while her first novel did well, her second is rejected and she is all depressed and bluesy and takes a job writing a script for a terrible television series, so she has to move to Los Angeles, and John has to quit his really good newspaper job and take a position out there with a supermarket tabloid.
The things we do for love.
The love story really has very little to do with the central Ape House premise and is too much insider baseball, and one suspects that Green is conveying some personal stuff about the writing and editing world. I enjoyed it because I'm in that world. Well, at least I park the cars and empty the trash.
Valet parking is $5.
But it's far out in left field for the book. Especially because you think there's going to be some kind of relationship between John and Isabel, and...
Dude, I think she left you hanging.
There is some kind of relationship between Isabel and a secret animal rights activist named Celia, but that also goes nowhere. Now, these are things that would make most people toss the book aside. But the bonobos are cute, and I guess that's the main draw. Old guy here. See you later.
You